Hi, boys and girls, it's Mrs. Clark. Today we are going to learn about open number lines, and with open number lines, we can use that as a tool to help us solve some story problems. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Here is our first number story. Peter has 64 toy blocks in his toy box and 10 blocks on the table. How many blocks does Peter have in all? One thing that I can use to help me solve this problem is something that we call an open number line. An open number line is a line that has two arrows pointing at each end. An open number line is a tool that allows us to quickly record our thinking when we use mental strategies to either add or subtract. So if I were using this number line with this problem, I would write something similar to this. I would write 64 because I know Peter has 64 toy blocks. And I also know that he has 10 blocks on the table. So I'm going to add 10 because the toy blocks that he has in his box plus the toy blocks that he has on the table is how many blocks he has in all. So I know that when I add 10 to a number, the number in the tens place is going to change. So when I add 10, I know that that's going to get me to 74, and my answer to this problem is 74. Okay, here is a problem that is different but is very similar to the last one you just saw. Peter has 64 blocks in his box and 30 blocks on the table. How many in all? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that open number line tool. I'm going to say that he has 64 blocks in his box, and then he has 30 on the table. Well, I'm going to hop 3 times, 10, 20, 30. So each time I hop, I am adding 10. And now I will be able to count up 30 in a really easy way. Remember, if we are counting by tens, the only number that will change is the number in the tens place. So 64, this would be 74, this would be 84, and this would be 94. So I know that Peter has 94 blocks in all. Let's go ahead and take a look at another problem. Claire has 21 marbles. How many more does she need to have 57 marbles? What I can do is use my open number line tool, and I can start at 21 marbles because that's how many she has, and I can count on by tens and then by ones to find out how many more she needs to get to 57. So let's see how many jumps by 10 I can make to get as close to 57 as I can. So if I start at 21 and jump 10 spaces, that would take me to 31. Another 10 would take me to 41. Can I jump one more time by 10? Yes, I can. And if I jump one more time by 10, that gets me to 51. If I jump one more time by 10, it would take me to 61, and that would be too much. We're trying to get to 57. So at 51, I then am going to count by ones until I get to 57. So 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57. Since my question is how many more does she need to have 57 marbles, what I'm going to count is how many times I hopped. I'm going to count these numbers. So she would need 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. She would need 36 more marbles to get to 57. Let's go ahead and take a look at one more problem, one more example. This one says, Elena builds a tower with 15 purple blocks and 32 yellow blocks. How many blocks did she use? So I want to draw my open number line as a tool to help me figure this out. Elena started with 15 purple blocks, and then she also added 32 yellow blocks onto her tower. So I'm going to hop 3 times for 30, so 10, 20, 30, and then I'm going to hop 2 more times for the ones, 31, 32. Now I am going to count each of these things to see how many she used in all. So 15 plus 10 would be 25, plus 10 more would be 35, plus 10 more would be 45, and then 46, and then 47. So Elena used 47 blocks in all. Today, you are going to get some practice using this open number line to help you with your story problems. You're going to open up your math journal to page 117, and there you will find some number stories that you may use an open number line with. I hope you have fun with this and have a great day. We'll see you later.